Okay, we're live at 11:05. I'm BC, this is Spirit Cars, and I have Vinny. I no, I have Jason, who is unwillingly gonna be on the video with. Told him we're talking to our customers now. We gotta tell them what's going on. So where am I at? We're Spirit Cars, we're here, we're live. We missed you yesterday. We were just so busy carried on, getting stuff done. But Monday I talked about one piece at a time, I think, or something like that, just making a master plan. And we're trying to make a master plan going across everything, kind of get it tightened up and figure out what we're doing. So let's start with Kendall. You want to help me out here a little bit? You can do it. This guy knows his, I can build stuff, but reading all this computer and I am not the computer guru dude. So we're setting up the AC, putting that together yesterday, trying to figure out, we put this is pretty cool. What brand is that? Do you remember offhand?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's pretty cool serpentine system, really nice, but what happened, it put all our belts too close to the radiator. So we're like struggling and struggling. We had no room. I mean, I guess we could have made it work, maybe,
Not
barely.
really well.
Not really well. I mean, so, all right, stand back, take a deep breath, got to move it back. So we took our transmission cross member and decided, all right, we're going to start, and we modified that, and we're going to we changed this up a little bit, modified this back. So we got, what do you think, 1 3/4 inches?
Got right at 1.5 inches back and a 1/2 inch down.
And we got to go a 1/2 inch down to get more clearance, 1.5 inches back. That might as well be a mile.
Yeah.
That's for what we need to get tubes around, and we're gonna have to go down because it would normally come out right here in the way for your AC condenser and come around. So we got that going on. We're gonna actually fabricate some new motor mounts
Yes.
and put the motor back and do that and get it going. But we have a good plan for this one. We do, I think.
Yeah, it'll all work out real good. It'll fit nice and tight.
So this is, and we're kind of sorting out, when we put all this stuff away, be organized, the master plan. And stuff like this, we built a bunch of them, but you don't know, and I've never put this pulley system on before.
Yeah.
Now I know, if we're gonna do that, the motor's gotta go back and we can get it down and without making major changes, a couple hours.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, so it wasn't too bad.
A few hours into it.
So we're sorting through, now we got these tables there and these cabinets, so we're on Dan's car now. Figuring out the wiring. We got a map sensor in the way,
Knock sensor.
or knock sensor. The headers going
Yeah.
down.
The collector's gonna hit the knock sensor, so we're gonna have to relocate that a little bit to give us clearance. We need the starter to get mounted in there. Basically, we just gotta start putting everything in and making sure we got the clearance to fit everything.
But now Dan likes that pulleys because he's seen the video.
I like it too.
Well, I like it too. So we're gonna put that pulley on. So Dan, this one's for you. You wanted to update. So we're kind of running the wires, getting everything going. What did we got over there? We got some kind of
Got an electric push button emergency brake system.
an electric push button emergency brake system, which I have never used before. But what brand is that? Have you looked at it? Does it look like it's gonna be pretty cool?
It actually looks really neat. It's just a large, looks like a linear actuator motor that replaces your pedal assembly and your locking assembly.
So we've got to put that on. It mounts. Lots of wires coming here and there and everywhere. Shifter, oh, we need a shifter on it.
Yeah, we
So
need to
we're
get the
going with
shifter
the-
on there.
This is kind of grown. This was a car that we sold to a customer, then he was unable to finish it and he needed to sell it. So Dan bought the car. And then it went from that to we're gonna do a little bit, then we're gonna do a little bit more, and now I guess we're gonna just make it finished. So we're in the process of, now we gotta look at the big picture, look at what he wants. I'm thinking low car shifter, it wasn't on the thing, so we need to no, you were talking.
No, push button. Doing
Want a push
system.
button shifter.
Yeah.
I'm getting a nod. Josh is behind the camera today. I'm getting a nod. So we're gonna find all that out. We're gonna go through this whole thing here in the next day or two so we can get everything on hand, just so we can move ahead. I mean, we've taken everything we had, we took it this far, we're kind of looking at what we're going on. We're gonna make a master plan for this one. This one too, by the time it's had a long water pump on it, I had already had a short water pump to put on so we could get a fan in there. But if we're gonna change out to the other pulleys, if I gotta move this motor back a little bit, it's not that big a deal, but now's the time to do it. The body's in the body shop being prepped for paint. It's not painted yet, but so we better fit that on one more time if I gotta notch firewall or something.
Yeah, this will
But,
be a really super reliable package too. Easy cold start, good fuel economy, runs good, peppy, perfect.
Good. All I know about these is I got a big book to read if I'm gonna wire it.
They do got a big book.
It's a big book. Here, let me see that book.
You can have it.
No, you can have it, but it's a big book to kind of pay attention to it. So it's not my forte. I would be Googling a lot more than you were. You Google. We had the issue with the knock sensor. Google was a good thing.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people are changing it to a 45 and doing. So we're just researching everything, making the plan for this one. So that's where we're at on this one. I appreciate you coming in and being part of this.
Yeah,
This is
it'll be fun.
It's a big team to build a car, so. Normally the guys, they hide out at lunchtime, but I made you stay. I appreciate that.
Yep, I will stay here. You guys go have fun.
So, getting some together here, getting some together here. This is Tweety, we're putting this together. It's looking pretty low, looking pretty cool. There's some things I talked to Alan about, what kind of a fuel pump we're gonna have. Well, now that's in the car and we tried to put a mechanical fuel pump on there, we don't even have to make a decision. It's gonna be an electric fuel pump because it just don't fit. There's no room for it. He wanted this scoop, which will look cool. I mean, it does. It looks pretty cool. But it's for a single carburetor, and it's got an aluminum base plate. For a single carburetor. So it's not exactly what I need here. So I have something to start with. I'll have to think about it, but this is pretty darn cool, and we're gonna make it work. The boys were looking at me going, "It don't work." I was like, "No, look at here. Here it is. It's just a shape." So that'll look really good on there. We've got some valve covers just came in. Where did they put them? So it's painted valve covers with these ribs on top. Well, it's not painted, but it needs to be painted, so I'm just gonna make sure that we're gonna paint the valve covers. I don't know where they put them. He was putting the insides of it together. But I'll talk to you on that, Alan, but they're not polished. They need to be painted, and then with these ribs bolt onto the top of them. Pretty neat. This is coming together a little slower than I was hoping for, but it's getting there. And kind of an update on a few of them. We gotta still adjust the transmission on Goldie, so we can get that together, but that's gonna come together probably in the next week or so. So I've got 6 turnkey projects going, but it may be chaos, but I have a master plan at least going together for all of them, and they're all like in the works, and we're getting them together and getting focused on them, so that's a good thing. So that's all the updates on that. I'm gonna do a quick, I thought this one would be good. I actually thought about this for a second. And I may just read it. It takes a team here. I mean, it seriously takes a team. And this is in Corinthians 12, chapter 12, verse 12. For just as the body is one and has many members, and all of the members of the body, though many, are one body, so it is with Christ. For by one Spirit we are all baptized into one body, Jews or Greeks, free or slaves, and all were made to drink of one Spirit. For the body does not consist of one member, but of many. If the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, that would not make it any less part of the body. But if the ear should say, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, that would not make it any less a part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would be the hearing? If the whole body were an ear, where would be the sense of smell? But as it is, God arranged the organs of the body, each one of them as he chose. If all were a single organ, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, yet one body. The eye cannot say to the hand, I have no need of you, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. On the contrary, the parts of the body which seem to be weaker are indispensable, and those parts of the body which we think less honorably, we invest with greater honor, and our unpresentable parts are treated with greater modesty, which our more presentable parts do not receive. Pretty much the story is, we're all individual, we're all part of the body. I can't build cars alone. You may see me alone here at 1105, but there's a big team here. There's not just a big team in this building. There's multiple buildings here with teams doing their own thing, whether it be the fiberglass department or the welding department or the body shop department or the assembly department or the paint department or now it's going to be a sales team. And I mean, it takes a lot of people. Same in the body of Christ. We all don't have the same gifts. We're all part of the body. None of us better than the other. We all have different roles. So let's get focused. Let's be who we are. Let's be a light in the world. We're in times that need to know that there is a Christ that has it under control and that there is a way of escape from the death and the destruction of this world. So let's get out there. Let's get unified. Let's be the body. Let's show the world, hey, here's who we are. We're children of the King. So that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow and probably show you some more turnkey stuff.